Hello, everybody. I will just be a second, okay? All right. Hello, everybody. Happy, beautiful Sunday to you all. Just gonna wait for a few seconds so that others will come in. Please like and share as you come in. And if you can hear me, let me know in the comment section as well. Okay. Happy Sunday, guys. Please like as you come in. Like. Happy Sunday to each and every one of you. How are you all doing? Um, we're not going to waste too much time here. So, guys, please holla in the comment section. Holla in the comment section. Um, Holla in the comment section. So I can get some of the tabs I'm going to be using ready. Talk to be. I think her name is Talk to Be, if I'm not mistaken. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Happy. Hello, Top Flock. How are you? It's like Top Flock and Abby. It's like you guys are coming, you're chasing after each other. How are you guys doing? Hello, Abby. Happy Sunday to each and every one of you out there. I hope you are having an amazing Sunday. So, hello and welcome. I hope you guys know why we are here. Let us come and do Ashwebi. You need to go and kill Malu. Condolences that Baba, like that Buhari passed away. I've been since I saw the news because I was having a nap. I had to take a power nap this afternoon because guys, I was tired. I woke up and I was just seeing Buhari. I'm like, what happened? Buhari don't pack load, though. And now there's a lot of narrative going on that they have returned to person to Sudan that apparently Buhari allegedly passed away years ago. Omo, Niger, Adeu to Papa. At least let people. He's old now, Abi. So we will eat malu, we eat cow milk, and we will eat cow meat and all of that stuff. We'll do party. We'll tie gele. We are not crying, no. Cry for where, Abi. Cry for where. Baba is old now. He was of a good age. So yeah, let him go and be dancing with the angels. So guys, let's get started on today's show. I saw the video of this. Hello, beautiful Bridget. How are you guys? Please like and share as you come in. So this lady on my screen here, the one in the glasses, I saw a video of her about a week ago actually on Instagram. She was like crying that I just want my children back. I just want my children back. Please help me beg him to bring my children back. This, this. And I was like, obviously, it was a certain page on Instagram that was actually not a lot of people were, obviously were reacting to it. For me, I pretty much saved that clips of her straight away because as at then, I will have even talked sooner about it because then, when I found that video, I did not know her social media handle. Her name was not in the video, so there was no way for me to kind of like read more about the story. I even went on TikTok, trying to find the story that to bring my son back. There was nothing about her. So I saved the video and I was pretty much hoping that maybe a certain gossip page on Instagram will talk about her, but there was none until I saw B Talk to B. I think that's her show, Talk to B show, when she talked about when she spoke about obviously somebody saw a video of the lady crying. Let me see if I can actually share my Instagram page with you guys so we can watch the video together that I saw. And then we are also going to be going through Biola's interview of this lady, but I'm going to be going through them in segments because, like I said, there's a new policy going on YouTube now. So I'm trying to be very, very careful about how I use other people's content. yes, even though I'm allowed to use them based on fair use policy guideline, I still want to be very, very careful because we don't know what is happening with this YouTube policy. Like, obviously, there's a lot, but I've taken an example from some people, and I'm just trying to limit how much of people's videos I use. So, in terms of Biola's video, the most important part of it, I'll be going through the time frames with you guys, and then that's what we're going to be discussing. So, let me share my screen with you now of when I first saw our first video. Okay, guys, please like as you come in. So let's go to Instagram. And so this is the first video of art I saw. This was the first time I saw a video. Okay. And um
Please,
just says help Morenike get her children back. So yes, her name is Morenike G. Okay. So let's listen to her for now.
I'm begging you, like, I'm really devastated. I can't even sleep. Everybody, please help me beg, Lolade. Help me to beg you more.
So her husband's name is Lolade. He's a Yoruba Nigerian man. I believe she's also a Yoruba woman because she's called Morenikeji. I actually love that name. So her husband's name is Lolade, and the man took two of the children they both had together without our consent. So I'll just allow you guys listen to this video because we're just getting started. Okay, this was the video I found, and if you look at it, there's no TikTok page or any handle there. Even when I went through the comments, there was no name. Okay, so let's keep listening, guys. Please like this.
Help me beg them to please return my children. They should please. I cannot sleep. I cannot eat. I can't do anything. It's so painful every time. I'm always trying to eat. I won't be able to do anything. I can't even progress because the thought of my children being away from me, not even knowing what they are doing, how they are living, who they are with, even if they are being molested. Because it's not only girls that are being molested, even boys get molested. I'm always trying to protect my children in every way I can. Please, everybody, the world, help me. Oh, please, enjoy your Brahma. Enjoy it about me, girl, mommy, father. Every day I dream about them that they are not in a good state. Even if they are trying to portray like they are good, another mother can never take care of your children like you. It's not possible. There is difference of when these children were with me and when he took them away. I saw my
Hello, Cindy
kids for
Manuel.
a while. His eyes was bulging out. My child has never looked like that. He was looking so pale. That boy was not okay. My first son. And the second one, please, you people should help me, Ejo. Ẹjọ ẹ bá mi bá ọmọ mi wá, ẹ bá mi fà wọ́n wá ẹ̀yin abiyamọ ayé ẹjọ. Nigerians, please, all the international bodies, American embassy, please. Rwandan embassy, please. My children are in Rwanda. They don't let them run away. Airport authorities, please. Nigerian immigration, please. Please, I'm begging you. All the necessary people that can handle this case, please don't let this guy keep transporting my kids here and there. He's not even letting them settle. He's just transferring them from one school to another. He's not letting these children settle. Please, I'm begging. I'm begging you, please help me. I'm begging you. It's really, really painful to see.
So you guys, so that was the video I saw, and I must say that video actually bothered me a lot. And since then, I've been going wakakurukere, pretty much going everywhere, trying to find more about this video. So when I now saw that, I saw Biola posted it on her Instagram page. I was super happy that, oh my god, yes, great, which means I can learn more about this case and then I can bring it to you guys, because just like she said there, that nobody can actually look after your children more than the mother. Trust me, there are different types of mothers. Oh, there are different types of mama. There are some mothers, they are mama bear, they don't joke with their children, okay? And there are some mothers, if it was another woman, their husband took their kids away like that, they would just be living their life, okay? So when Biola posted on her page, I was super happy that, oh yes, this woman's case is gonna be heard, So with that being said, let me close this Instagram page and I'm gonna share with you. So this is a picture of this woman when the going was great. Both of them, she was looking beautiful. That's her there. That's her husband, alleged husband, and these were her two kids you know, that they had when the going was really good, okay? And this is another picture of the husband. I guess this is maybe the outfit from when they got married, right? And then another picture I've got here, obviously this is his husband. There is Olola. His name is called Ololade. And this woman who is sitting up there is the alleged mother-in-law, mama of the husband. And this lady here is the sister-in-law. So I'm showing you this picture because I'm going to be getting to the story at some point. Okay. So I've got a slide as well. So I don't know if I should talk about the slide first, and then I will now take you through some of the videos so we know what actually happened. So I've got a slide of let me so obviously story of Moreni Cage, because like I said, it's a lot. Let me see if this is the right one. So obviously, yeah, so I'm gonna talk through the slide, and then we will watch few snippets of the story so you can hear from the lady's mouth. So most of the important sections in the video. So this lady is called Moreni Keji, right? So in the video, which I'm going to be playing for you to you guys at some point, Moreni Keji was recounting her upbringing and her marriage to her husband. So she got married to Ololade in 2017. They met during their NYSC service. So she describes their initial relationship, which was supportive, but soon reveals conflicts over career choices and family dynamics, particularly involving her husband's mother. So when I'm talking about in terms of family dynamics, there was a time when they were already planning their marriage. Our mom, Moreni Keji's mom, was sick. So obviously you are planning a wedding and one of the bride's mother is sick. So is it possible you want to maybe hold on, like maybe either extend, move the marriage back or something till your mom is, is all right. But obviously there was a disagreement that, but if your mom is not doing well, she can attend the wedding on a wheelchair, blah, 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 blah. But Moreni Keji was like, no, there's no way my mom is going to come to my wedding on a wheelchair. Like, why the rush anyway? So that's some of the simple conflict that happened. So according to her, so she was like, okay, let's go speak to my dad. And then she went to speak to her dad that come with this case. So her dad advised both the husband to be that, okay, go to their family house, go to our family house. When you are marrying from a Yoruba household, it is not the parents alone that have a say. When you're marrying a Yoruba woman, all of the extended family, they will have a say. Okay. So the father of Moreni was like, okay, go to our family house, let them decide. So they agreed to it. They did that, they agreed to it. So luckily our mom felt better, and they were able to proceed with the marriage. So according to her in the video, she was able to highlight some red flags about this her husband, which she ignored. Gen Z residents, do not ignore red flags, no matter how tiny that it is. Do not ignore it. Okay, so we're gonna get there. Again, struggles in the marriage. So Morenike discusses the challenges she faced in her marriage, including her husband's insistence on her leaving her job to start a business. So when she was still single, or when before they got married, she said she had a good job, like a customer service assistant in a place where she was doing her youth service. So the plan was that she would remain there and they would retain her at that place, so she would continue working there. And she said they were paying her good money. However, upon getting married, her husband was like, you need to leave this job. You need to leave this job. And she was like, hold on, I'm still doing my NYSC there. The money they're paying me there might not be a lot. But, once I'm now a full staff, she'll start to get the benefits of, being a full member of staff there. She was telling her husband that, what, whatever it is you're giving me just now and whatever I'm earning is because I'm still an NYC youth corp there. Let me continue. So this talk of, immediately she married him like this. Oga started putting fire on. I need you to stop this job. I need you to stop this job. Whatever it is that pay you anyway, I will start paying you monthly salary. Another red flag. Regency resident. No matter how much, I don't care what kind of family the guy has. I don't care if he's a Babulu. Make sure you have your own source of income. Make sure you have your own source of income. Him saying that he's going to be paying you salary, that is how they will start. Oh, I'll pay you how much they are paying you at that work. I just want you to be at home. Be at home for what? To be decorating your chair, to be decorating your living room, or to be decorating your bedroom, because I am not understanding. Hello, money, welcome. I'm not understanding. You want your wife to stay at home. What is the essence of, like, it's every parent's joy to see that their daughters go to school, they graduate, and they have a job. It's every parent's joy. And even as a woman herself, it's a joy that you went to school. You should not let some boys kogbo salary. You should not let some boys tell you, I love you to return, and then you get pregnant and you abandon your education. For her to even be able to, for the fact that she was even able to complete her education, she's serving. It's a great thing for her. So now a man who claimed to love you is now telling you that, oh, I want you to stay at home and I'll pay you salary. So she kept up a fight, like, no, I don't want to stop the job. What will I be doing? Eventually she gave in. Okay. So she shares instances of DV yes, the man has, deviated her. Emotional turmoil, highlighting how her husband's behavior became increasingly controlling and abusive. Morenike also mentions the impact of family interference on their relationship. So in this case, her mother-in-law was the interference here. It seems her husband, Ololade, is a mommy's boy. It is whatever mommy says, he does. If anything, you do anything against his family, you do anything, whatever his family say, oh yeah, go. They push him like a push button. Anything happening, once his family finds any fault with that thing, even though him as a man does not find anything wrong in that thing, but because the family, his mother, his sister have issues with that instance that happened, they push his mumu button and then he goes to meet the wife and give the wife goes. He does all of that thing. Okay, so that kind of interferences that happened that she discussed in their relationship. And also she also there was a situation of different escalation of exile your money. You don't depend on your husband for everything, because like you want to buy sanitary pad, would you go and ask your husband for it? You want to buy bra, you want to buy pants, you want to make hair, would you go and it's there are some women who husband will willingly give them, and there are some women who would ask. But for me, that's something that I should be able to do for myself. Okay, if he now sees that I have gone on to touch myself up, then he can reimburse me and say, "Oh, I love that hairstyle on you, anyway. Yeah, take this money so that you can make, that kind of a thing." But if you're actually waiting until he gives him money to get those things done, then I'm sorry, that's not the kind of marriage you want to be in as a woman. Okay, so the situation escalated during her pregnancies. She had the first baby, had the second baby. So her first child, when she fell pregnant, she said they had that baby in the US. And when she had the baby in the US, so that first child is an American citizen. And when they arrived, they stayed with her mother-in-law. And they had good. She said she had good relationship with the mother-in-law. There was no issue. She never had any problem with mother-in-law. That even at that time when she even returned back to Nigeria, our mother-in-law can never say that, oh, this girl or this woman, this is my husband, this is my son's wife gave me issue. That there was, to the best of her knowledge, she did not think she did anything at all to the mother-in-law. So yes, after they had the baby, our first baby in the US, after a few months, they came back to Nigeria because the mother-in-law advised them that, okay, I don't want you guys to be burdening yourself, troubling yourself to get paper. And I was like, okay, will they not stay for some time? Be easier for them to maybe process their American papers if they decided to stay. But yeah, but in-law advised them and they returned back to Nigeria after she gave birth to her first child. So all of that happened back and forth. So Morenike describes how her husband became physically aggressive, including slapping her and throwing her belongings out after giving birth to their second child. So yes, the first time when she had the first child, the Baba was giving her a slap and all of that. It was starting small, small. And then by the time she went on, she got have another baby, the second child. It was when she fell pregnant for the second child that Oga started showing her Shege Banza, becoming more aggressive, beating her, putting his hands on her, and all of these things. So she realized that the marriage was deteriorating and her husband was emotionally and physically abusive. So in the video, you're going to watch it, okay? I just want to quickly run through this thing and I'll go into the sections of the video I want us to watch, okay? So it seems the family of this boy guy, they are doing great because she says that they travel a lot. They go to they travel to Turkey, they travel a lot. Like when he goes, he travels maybe because of the nature of his job. I don't know what job he does, but maybe due to the nature of his job, or maybe he's just okay financially. They travel a lot. When they travel, they go with their children, they go a lot together. Anywhere he travels to, he takes the wife, he takes the children, okay? So that's that about their life. So in the case of him forcefully removing the children, obviously there's been issues going back and forth, which you guys are going to listen to. But I'm just cutting the chase here, giving you the guys the lowdown, so that when I start playing those videos, like I said, because of YouTube policy, I'm going to be going to the important sections. We're not going to be watching everything in all, okay? So in shocking events, Maureen Nkeji reveals that her husband took their children from school without her consent in January of 2023. The first time he tried to take them, but it was in Turkey then. So the Maureen Nkeji said she was at home when the school called her to say, somebody is at the school asking to take your children. Did you send somebody to collect the kids? So she was like, I did not send anybody to take my children, and Nami bring them come school this morning, and Nami go come take my two aunts to come and take them. That please do not release my children to anybody. Apparently, her husband was the one pulling the tracks from Turkey, sending somebody to the children's school to go collect them. To go collect them. So she was like, the school should not release her children to anybody. So the school did well in this regard. They did not release the children. And she was like, not quite long afterwards, not quite long afterwards, her husband came in and she was like, oh God, you didn't tell me you were coming back home from Turkey. So you must have been in Nigeria. And then he now sent somebody to go collect those children. So he came home and then went on to, she was surprised to see him because he did not announce that he was coming back. And by then she said he has been away for like a few weeks. He goes away for weeks like that, he comes back. Amani said she allowed all this because she ignored all the red flags. Exactly. So, he came home. She was surprised, and she was like, because he's been aggressive to her before, and he doesn't want anything to happen to her because by then she was already pregnant with a third child. You know what? This is the mistake some women make. In the video you're going to listen to her, she was already emotionally detached from this man. And there's no way she would not be. All the bass, all the talks of it is what the family wants. If the family are not happy with what the wife has done or what the wife is doing, it will come home, react, and treat her shabbily. It was abusing her in all shades, financially, emotionally, in all shades. That was what it was messing out to this woman. And according to the lady herself, she said she knew why he was doing this to her because she's the kind of person who would not speak to anybody about what she was going through. She's one of the quiet ones. She's not the kind of woman who talks. Yes, as a young wife, as a young new wife, if your husband does anything to you, you will be quiet. I was once like that. Okay, I would say in the first 7 years of my marriage, anything my husband does, he goes. I will not argue back. I will not say anything. And I've said this here several times. That come then when I newly got married, if you put water in my mouth, you go for hours. If you come back, you see still water in my, you make the water in my mouth. But now, or maybe the last 12 years, put water in my mouth. Even before you come out cup, water has disappeared. It's normal for that to be her. But when it comes to when you are now, for yourself that you are already emotionally detached from this man. You're already tired. You're already, making attempts to actually leave because you no longer appreciate the way he was treating you. You kept on opening your legs to allow him get you pregnant. Because tell me why you already have 2 children with him. Yes, we are not to judge, but we have to be quite frank. Like we need to say it the way it is. Now, women we are talking about here, women we are talking to one another here. We need to put it out there the way it is. You are already, within yourself that you're already emotionally detached from this man. You say you're already looking for a job alongside. You already know what this guy is all about. Yes, you're fine. You already know that his family, his mother is pulling strings. His sister-in-law is pulling string because yes, his sister-in-law also contributed to what happened. And you guys are going to hear that, okay? So it's just crazy that, okay, within you that you're already emotionally detached from him. You still went ahead and opened your legs and you allowed him impregnated you to the fact that he actually denied paternity of that poor child, claiming that you allegedly have an affair or that you allegedly had an affair. And she was like, this pregnancy that you're claiming that does not belong to you. You were in this house. You nurtured me. You looked after me because normally she suffered morning sickness, like, all of these things. When she fell pregnant, she was like, what do you mean that this pregnancy is not yours? You nurtured me when I told you I was pregnant. By then, the woman already had epiphanies, dreams that this man was having an affair. He travels a lot. She already had dreams, multiple, no be one dream, no be two, no be three, no be 20 dreams that this man was having an affair. And at some point, the woman he was allegedly having an affair with went to find her Instagram or maybe Facebook handle and followed her on social media. It's like the side chick found the information of the wife on Facebook or Instagram. I can't remember now. And the side chick started following the wife. So she was able to find out this because at some point she gained access to the husband's phone. She saw all of the messages that confirmed that yes, he was clearly having an affair. And then when she now recognized the picture and all of the messages and whatever they've shared between each other, that was how she was able to know that the side chick had followed her on her social media handle. Can you imagine? So you already had all of these evidences of him having an affair to the extent that he tattooed the name of the side chick on his chest. He tattooed the name. The husband already tattooed the name of the side chick on his chest. And the side chick's last name, maybe not Mary Joy. He tattooed the name of the side chick on his chest. The side chick also did the same because how did she find out? She went to the social media of the side chick that was following her and saw pictures of her husband with this woman. That was why I said you still went ahead to open your leg to allow him impregnate you. Why will you not deny the fact that he's not the father of your third pregnancy? So, exactly, Omoni, she went to the social media handle and she saw pictures of her husband traveling with this side chick. So now I don't know if the side chick now Oyibo or not. I do not know because when I started watching her, I started talking about like, oh, was he following an Oyibo woman because he wanted paper? But then if you hear the country he's traveling to, he was traveling to Turkey all of these places. As maybe he was traveling to UK or US. No, he was traveling to all of this, country like that. So like, it's definitely not for people because if he travels often, I don't think money or immigration status is his problem. Guys, please like this live stream for me. So she saw videos of her husband traveling with this woman, kissing, doing all of those things. And at some point, she said she confronted him, and he just kind of like, so can a big deal, can a big deal. And I was like, okay. So all of that happened. Okay. So Morenike just shares a desperate attempt to locate her children. So when he came back from Turkey, he took the children's passport, and she was like, what are you doing with the children's passport? And he was like, I cannot take my children's documentation again. He shall use Ogboju to leave. And then he took the children's passport. And prior to that, they have an housemaid. The housemaid happens to be an Hausa woman. So she claimed that her husband speaks Hausa as well. So I think she found out at some point that the Hausa woman tells her husband everything going on about her. So like the move she was making, giving her giving the wife, the husband, information about her. So she said the housemaid misbehaved one time, and she asked her, okay, you say you want to leave her, but yeah, if you're leaving, the mobile phone that we gave you, drop it so that anybody that is coming to replace you can also have access to mobile phone. But the outside, they were like, give me 3 months, I'll come. And she was like, no, if you're leaving, you need to drop the mobile phone. So apparently, a Hausa woman told her husband, and the husband was like, the husband was mad that why do you want to take the mobile phone? Blah 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 blah. This He was mad because he knew that the Hausa woman was feeding him information about his wife. So, with that being said, the Hausa lady tried to run, and somebody gave her information that this is your maid. I saw her with a bag, she's running. So she now said she drove within the estate to try and catch up with the Hausa girl, and she caught up with her, collected the phone, and took some of her belongings, so to be sure that she's not taking some of her stuff. Exactly, tough luck. So the estate people, they stopped the Hausa lady, the housemaid, and the Hausa lady actually went to the police station to report her. So she was at home, obviously doing her thing, being pregnant, and then she received a call from the police station that somebody has reported you. Can you come to the police station? She went there. Upon reaching there, she told the police officers what happened, and they were like, this Hausa man, you demand, you brought your guy to police station. Oh, your guy not do anything now. So she was able to collect her phone from the Hausa lady, and the Hausa lady left. So that alone even had its injury to stop because her husband was not happy about it. So it was when she now took hold of the phone, she now saw how the Hausa woman has been feeding her husband everything about her. So apparently everything was written in Hausa, so she had to go find somebody to translate into Yoruba for her. That was how she knew all the things that was happening. And again, as God will actually expose this man to her, she said there was a time her husband was on a call and he accidentally added her onto that call. And she heard how her husband was like, I will spoil your life, my bat yeje. I will my bat yeje. That is, he was speaking to another person, not knowing that he had accidentally added the wife to the call. So she heard everything. She heard the plans the husband had. So apparently they were living in their own house in the estate. The husband started decorating, refurbishing, and because she's into interior decoration as well, she started doing the interior of the house, spending her own money and all of that. So I was like, you heard such call. God made it possible to be involved in that call. You heard the man whom you've given 2 children and you have the 3rd pregnancy on the way for him, saying that he will ruin you, he will ruin your life. Over what? Now, what was that offense that much? And you sat down. So she heard all of these things, and then the next thing was that, this man find a way to go to the children's school and took the kids. So the school phoned that to say, somebody's here, your husband is here to collect the children. And she's like, don't allow him to carry the children. So she was about to drive out of the estate of her house where she lived in the estate. The security guard in the estate would not let her out of the estate. She was like, what do you mean? I'm not a stranger here. I've been living in this estate for years. Why can't I leave? Okay, I can't live with the car. I can walk out with my leg. They still won't let her leave. So by that time, she was in a rush because she needed to rush just because her husband was about to take the children. And remember, you already took the children's passports. So that was how the husband succeeded in taking the children out of the school without her consent. So the last time she set eyes on her children was January 2023. So guys, like this live stream for me. So Morenike shared her desperate attempts to locate her children. So she's been trying to find those children since 2023, eventually discovering that they were in Rwanda, but still unable to communicate with them. So she did her findings and she found out that her husband actually went to Rwanda. And yes, she traveled with that side chick. He traveled with that side chick. Okay. So at some point, he sold the house. He sold the house. The house he was renovating. He was renovating the house because he wanted to sell it. In fact, when he was renovating, renovating the house, he already sold the house. So the wives were like, my husband is renovating our house. She too was helping to contribute to the interior. The man sold the house on top of her head, you know. So Maureen KJ also discusses her efforts to take legal help and the challenges she faced in navigating the justice system. She emphasizes her desires for her children's safety and well-being, voicing concerns about their treatment and her husband's new relationship. So her husband now, the alleged side chick that he started with, he's no longer with that one. He's now with another woman. Maureen KJ is in Nigeria, so she's reaching out for assistance and all of that. Okay, so guys, let me bring the video so so you guys can, we can watch. And I'm going to be skipping the parts, okay, because I don't want this YouTube thing. Let me share my screen with you. Share screen. Let me see if I can find actually a window. I'm trying to find the video that I want to use. Guys, please like this live stream for me. Now, I don't actually know how to share this page. It's like a media player. Guys, like the live stream for me, please. Okay, found it. So I hope you guys can see my screen. Okay, I'm waiting for it to load. Okay, so now, like I said, the important places I really want us to listen to are the issues in our marriage. I think I'm going to start from 10 minutes 53 seconds into the video. Okay, 10 minutes 53 seconds into the video. Pardon me, guys. Okay, okay, let's start watching from here. Technical error.
When he planned it, I wasn't aware anyway, though. So he said we were going somewhere and we went to somewhere around to just like yeah. So we got engaged then, and then we were done with him. He was planning the wedding alongside, and I was like, I still want us to do this after I am done with my NYC. Like, you don't need to rush. So during that period of time when we were planning to the wedding and also
Guys, like
planning
this
to
live
finish
stream,
with
please.
NYC because we finished around June. May, June. So there was something that came up in between us that had caused a rift between him and his mom because my mom fell sick during that period. So she was in the hospital for a very long time, and my mom was like, the mom was like, if you want to do the marriage, my mommy can come on a wheelchair. If I was like, no, you have to wait till my mom is okay
Exactly.
and fit to attend. Like, why are you rushing? And so my mom asked her, why are we even rushing at this wedding? What is the problem? So what he said was, he doesn't like to change dates of when he picks a date. So I was like, okay, fine. We went to my dad to see my dad because, like I said earlier, my dad is not in a good health state.
Guys, please like this live stream. So this is pretty much what I've already narrated to you guys about, the wedding and all of that. So we'll listen for it for another maybe 30 seconds, and then I'll go on to the stages I want you guys to listen to.
So when we got to him, we told him that we want to pick a date for the wedding and all that. And he said, okay, we should go and meet the Olori of his own family, and the Marshall family. So we went to meet the Olori. So when we got there, the man said, okay, what are we planning and all that? So they picked a date, and we went back to my dad to give him feedback. With the mom, his mom went with us then. So when we got
Like the
for the
live stream,
wedding,
guys,
we
please.
were done with NYC and we planned for the wedding, and that was June, just past June 27th was the wedding, and we also did our civil wedding as well, where we got married legally and also traditional. So after the wedding, the mom planned to travel out of Nigeria initially. So she was in our place all the time when she was processing and traveling when we got married. So she traveled out of Nigeria immediately after.
Again, I don't understand some in-laws who would not allow their children to enjoy their marriage. Like you just your children, two young stars or two young adults just got married, and you're already in their house, in and out. Like leave them, let them live their lives. Don't be that kind of mother-in-law. Leave now your son marry. Let him enjoy his marriage. If it's your daughter, let them enjoy their marriage. I don't understand when families, young couple got married and their families are now living with them. Why must a family live with a sibling? They are already married. If they're still single, is a different case. They are married. Let them enjoy their marriage. But then you move into their house to go and do what? Maybe you have your own husband's house. Why are you not in your own husband's house? Even the sister that also came, you have your own father's house. Stay in your father's house. Why are you living with young couple?
That we got married. The elder sister also got married at that time. So she left Nigeria. My husband's two younger siblings came to live with us after my mother-in-law left. So they started living with me as at then when I got married.
Guys, like the live stream, please.
And I was done with NYC. Though I was working, I had somewhere I was working. So later, my husband was like, "Hey, he doesn't like the job I'm doing. They are paying me peanuts." I'm like, "I'm still working as an intern. Remember, I was doing NYC."
Exactly.
And he still plan to retain me in this job when I'm done. As I was working as a customer service agent then, I was like, they plan to retain me. It's not like an ordinary job where they give incentive, they do all this, they do training and all that. I was like, "Oh, let's do for a business you can do and stuff like that." I was like, "Okay, but you already met me working, right? And I'm not really a business kind of person like that. I prefer to do white collar jobs and doing business. I'm a career
Business.
oriented person. I don't like to."
It's true. Not every woman would want to be doing buying and selling. And guys, I'm going to pause this place and obviously narrate the next session for you guys. So obviously, um, just like I stated in the beginning, there she accepted. She agreed to start doing business, and at some point, she started doing business. And before she even started, she said she was going to do a business. So the man was like, "Okay, I will support you." Meanwhile, the sister-in-law I think she was living in Ondo. So they were, I think she were maybe trying to get an accommodation or something or so. So she was into fabric business. So because at that point, because that sister-in-law was pregnant and they were trying to maybe find accommodation as well. So she was like, "Okay, this all of your goods that you have." So I think that was when those people came to stay with them, being pregnant, and they trying to relocate to Lagos. So she now said that now that you have all of these fabrics, that okay, let me help you try and tell the people at my work and stuff like that. So she took all of those fabrics that her sister-in-law brought, but then her sister-in-law was already staying in their house. So she now took all of those fabrics, to her workplace, which she was able to sell. She pretty much sell all of those stock and got her money back. And then this sister-in-law now left their place. So she actually said, okay, since they are in Lake, they are in Ondo, maybe she too can actually start doing the clothing fabric business as well. And her husband agreed and supported her. So she started doing the fabric business. All of a sudden, the husband carried wahala come again. I want you to stop that business. And she was like, oh, that she had a confidant. I think maybe that her confidant was her sister that come. She was like, bro, have I done something wrong in doing this business? Besides, they will have different customers. Even if that her sister-in-law now moved to Lagos, because at some point they did move to Lagos. That if they will have different big customers, she will sell to different people. At the end of the day, the people she went to help her sister-in-law sell this clothes, they are not really her sister-in-law's customers. She's the one who knows them because that was her workplace, right? So her husband brought issues. Stop selling. This is us. Start another business. Blah 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 blah. And she was like, "Come, what have I done?" So yes, her husband allegedly manipulated her again because sister-in-law was mad at the fact that she's now doing fabric business, blah 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 blah, and she was upset that this same sister-in-law that when they were looking for accommodation, I used my own head to help them to pack load. I was helping them to look for accommodation everywhere. So now that they are now settled in Lagos, I did all of that. So you are now doing all of this to me because your sister-in-law complained that I'm now selling fabric, blah 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 blah. That kind of a thing. So that's pretty much that phase there. So there's another phase I want us to listen to. And I think we will start from maybe where she started having issues on their when she figured out when they went to the US, okay, and they started having an issue. So let's go to about 27 minutes into the video. You guys, you pardon me because you guys, I'm sure you guys understand. So let's start from here. Okay, let's start from here. Some of the issues they had while they were in the US. Apparently, she tried to go have a second baby in the US, but because it was COVID period, she could not travel to she could not travel to the US. So let's watch this bit.
He said, don't you know people are seeing your status? They'll be thinking that this, that. I said that this phone is my phone. It's not.
Because she posted a message on Instagram or on WhatsApp while they were in Turkey or in the US. You can imagine telling her what she can post and what she cannot post. And she was like, when they complained about that instance, she was like, she had to ask somebody that the husband, the wife of the man who said, who my husband claimed was like, that post that your wife posted, and the wife was like, my husband would never ever say such a thing. Listen to your ears.
And it's one of I can't remember, but I remember that what I
Seraphine, if you go to talk to B, I'll try and find the normal Instagram, Facebook page. Maybe if you type talk to B, I'll keep listening. I'll try and find if I can find the name of her channel. Okay, let's keep watching while I find the channel name.
Serious. I just say something like love. You love yourself, something like that. It doesn't have to even do with him or anything.
Like the live stream, guys.
So he was like, that I said nobody is looking at my status. He said, it was one of his friends that just called him,
and that was a lie.
To tell him that look at what your wife is posting. Of course, I knew it was not his friend, so I called that his friend or the friend's wife and asked her, and she was like, "Lie, my husband will not do such a thing. That this thing caused a fight where he strangled me."
Can you imagine?
That day he beat me and he hit my face and
can you imagine?
So I had to like scream, like, do you want to kill me? And the kids were crying.
Can you imagine?
The kids were crying. They were like, what is wrong with this guy? So immediately he said, pack your bag, we're going back to Nigeria. I was like, oh, you mean father, Nigeria, what is soon? Kilo day, today fight, tomorrow beat, kilo shele, money, me oshimo, what is to me? I want to leave. Oh yeah, I will pack my bag and go. I'm not getting married. At the point I was angry, I just took knife that I would stab myself and kill myself here. And you should leave me alone. Maybe that will make you happy. She prefer me, check it para me see alone. He now started video now calling his mom, saying that
can you guys see interference for the mother-in-law? Interference by the mother-in-law. Like that's why I said the man is a mommy boy. And that's some of the red flags she should have noticed. Whatever the mommy say, now waiting you go do, they are like pulling the strings on him.
Look at what I'm doing. That is going to call police for me.
Can you imagine? The abuser want to call the police.
That you hit me already. As I was packing my bags, Isha said, I'm not going anywhere again. He called his mom. The mom, she was talking to me. She started saying that, you are the cause of it. You should keep quiet whenever your husband is talking. I didn't say anything. I was angry, but I just kept him. So this thing happened a few days to my birthday. So they were asking me, and the thing that he put, I said, I'm not going anywhere. I can't be going through this kind of thing. Then
exactly.
Me on a birthday trip again. I said, I don't want to. Say, so my money always, I said, is the money important than my life?
Exactly.
But she had tried to cajole me and apologize again. We went for that trip. That was in 2021. So after we left Turkey, we came back to UK. From UK, he was still having issues with me. We came back to Nigeria. He didn't even talk to me. When we came back, in fact, I even planned a birthday surprise for him with my sister. He didn't even acknowledge it when he got home.
Can you imagine? So that's when she should have started planning her exit. Not continue with all of that, and you still allow him to impregnate to the third time. And you now had the audacity to say, hey, that pregnancy in your stomach, just to let you know, no be me father that baby. Omani said, Moreni Keji should have put her feet down and refuse everything her husband was saying and set boundaries. Exactly. In the relationship, if boundaries are not set, it's going to cause problems. Absolutely, I agree with you 100%. yes, a lot of women have to learn from this. Obviously, when Adiola was in that show, she was like, she's not going to judge. No, it's not a matter of judge. We are women, and if we as women, if we can't talk to ourselves the way it is, then why then talk about it? Why then talk about it? If we are women, it's not about judging. You point our errors out to her, you let her know. Obviously, she asked her that, come, what do you think you've learned? What do you think you've done wrong in all of this? But then we still, if we are women and we are talking about this things ourselves, we should be able to talk about it. Put it down, put it out there the way it is. It might be painful, it might sound awful to you, it might break your heart that a fellow man is saying that to you, but it's the truth, it's the hard fact that needs to be said. So I'm going to move that forward to where their affair thing started. Okay, let me find the time frame for it, and that's about 32 minutes into the video. Okay, right, let's listen from here.
Stay back, and then maybe we can come later on if we want to. So when he was there in 2023 April, it was supposed to be my birthday and my second son's birthday in March. So it was like, let's go and do Bam Bam's birthday in March. I was now like, don't worry, let's do Bam Bam's birthday in Nigeria so we can celebrate it with his class.
Guys, like this live stream for me, please.
Let's do yours there. So we plan to, and because it will be holiday period, Easter period. So
I agree with your money.
He said, okay, no problem. So it was during his own birthday, we went to Kenya in 2023. So when we were there, I don't know.
I mean, the guy must be maybe loaded because it takes them out a lot. They go on traveling a lot, they go on trips. Maybe that's just his own way of, pacifying her after he must have, bass and do all of these nasty things to her. But let's keep listening.
Start having this kind of dreams, or maybe I'll say it's my intuition or something, that I was seeing somebody. And in the dream, person was fighting me like seriously and telling me that this person belongs to me. There's nothing you can do about it. So I woke up scared. I didn't see anything about it then. So the next day, I slept. I was beside my husband on the bed, and I had that same dream. And he saw me.
Somebody dragging our husband.
With fear, and he was like, "What was the problem?" I was like, "Nothing. I just had a dream, and the dream was very scary. This same dream." So he called me and said, "What was the dream about?" I said, "I'll tell you later." So I went to meet him and asked him that, "Are you having an affair with anybody?" He said, "No." I said, "Because this dream I'm having, this is the second time this dream is coming, and it's coming like it's very real." I said, because it's coming with the specific person.
I would imagine that communication was not an issue between them, because if she was able to ask him that, are you seeing somebody? Because not be every woman go fit ask their husband that kind of question. So I want to imagine that communication level between them was fine. They don't have any communication issue. They're able to communicate to. I mean, she's a wife who's able to communicate. Some women, before you can ask your husband that kind of question, you need to have done 7 days dry fasting. Even if you have proper evidence, you need to have done 7 days dry fasting before you can even summon the courage to ask a man that kind of question. But let's keep listening.
And the color of the person is telling me that this person is very light-skinned and everything. He said, no. He looked at me in shock at first, and he said, no, he's not having an affair with anybody. I said, okay, no problem. So when we left Kenya to Nigeria, he told me that he wanted to go out of the state where he was in Turkey, that he wants to go somewhere. So he left. So when he was going to where he was going, he said he would call me when he lands. Before he landed,
slide the live stream, please.
I just slept, and I had that same dream again. That this time around, you are going with that same person to that place. So as I woke up, his call came in, and I said, okay, hello, where have you landed? He said, yes, I've landed. That he wants to go and check into the hotel you booked. I said, okay, no problem. But I had a dream about you. He said, what's the dream about? You already knew. So I said, don't bother yourself. I'm not talking about it.
You already knew that it's about the affair.
I wasn't even saying anything. Somebody just followed me on my Instagram.
That was the side chick.
I saw the person. I said, this person is a white lady.
White woman.
Like, why is the white woman following me? What is the connection? I now went to check her page. I saw that my husband was one of our mutual friends. So I said, my husband is following this one. I now went deeper into her page. Okay, let me check.
Exactly, Abby.
What's going on in her page? I saw that she's been traveling up and down with my husband. She's been going here and there, all along, posting.
Women, I hope you are learning,
She followed you herself.
Side chick followed wife. Oyibo woman.
So I was not like, I just stumbled on another page again under her page. like people you may know. So that page was showing me that she opened a page for her and my husband.
Can you imagine?
And then they have a picture of both of them kissing each other on that page. So I was shocked. I just laughed. And
hello, Vivian, welcome.
So immediately I called my husband and I sent that picture to him. What is going on here? He said, does that person look like him? That was the answer he gave me.
Voila.
Even if they wake me up and I'm blind,
you won't know your husband.
He said that he's not Timo. Can you come? That was all he said. And I kept quiet. I just laughed. And before that time that this thing happened, I wasn't feeling well. So because of what I saw, I started running temperature, started feeling sick, and I wasn't myself, sha. So I landed in the hospital. My sister was the one who took me to the hospital. Yeah. So she was like, she called my husband, sis is not feeling fine, no. It's like the temperature is too high and all that. She called my husband. She was like, kí ló ń tiẹ̀ ń ṣe gan? Ṣé torí ọ̀rọ̀ obìnrin ó fẹ́ para ẹ̀? Kíníkan. Nǹkan tó sọ nìyẹn.
Let me answer Toby's question. Toby, the husband travels a lot for work, so he travels out, Turkey, back and forth. He travels a lot, and some of the times when he travels, he often takes his wife and the children, so he goes back and forth. But he was mostly away on his own most of the time, not necessarily with the wife, but yeah, he travels back and forth.
After a while, Osha rush Owasile. That 2023 June. He came home, maybe because of this. It was close to our 6-year anniversary. So he came home. He came to do surprise for me and the kids. He went to pick the kids from school. So he said he wanted to do a surprise for us.
Guys, slide this live stream for me, please.
But when I saw him, I wasn't shocked to see him, and I wasn't excited to see him because of what was going on.
Yeah, exactly. She already started to have she was already breaking, the resentment was already coming in. She was already starting to step away from him. I just don't know why she stayed. So guys, I'm trying to be quite forward with this video, because I wish there's a way I could maybe make the speed. Okay, there's a speed thingy here. Let's see if it works.
So when he came home, I questioned him about the issue, and he said he's not having anything with the lady, that she's just trying to help the lady with something. So he eventually admitted that I was saying, but he was not trying to tell me that he's just helping her out, that this, that. Okay, I said, okay, I read you. But me, I knew that I had a mission. So the mission was for me to scrutinize him, like not by mouth, but to check maybe his phone or something like that to get more information. So I did my assignment, and I was able to get some information on his phone. I have the posts of that, and the ones I got from the girls' page. I got the pictures of them traveling together, kissing each other and all that. I got the posts. So when I got those posts, I was like, I didn't ask him any questions. He was going to go back to Turkey. This guy ordered clothes for me and that girl together again. Okay. I was like, this time around.
Yes, the other woman knew about her, Toby.
His laptop. So I just saw the girl's message, and I saw that he didn't know he was not. I thought I was sleeping. So when I woke up, I saw it on his laptop. I saw all the messages of. I said, this guy even has the audacity to even send the same clothes that he sent to me. So when the clothes arrived, he let them deliver the clothes to the house, because I didn't tell him that I saw it. So I was waiting to see what they were going to deliver. So when the clothes arrived, he sent it to the office, because we have an automobile shop and we sell cars. So he sent it to the office. So he sent one of his boys in the office that he should bring the package. So I collected the package. When I got the package upstairs, so he came to me, I want to remove something from the package. I said, you don't have the audacity to tell me that you want to remove clothes for your side chick. Yeah.
Remove clothes for side chick.
Like, turn it to love as usual, because he's a violent person. So I was like, I said, you even want to put a fellow go for me, loading, but don't shit till that. And that was the day he was traveling back to Turkey. So I was like, if you know you want to just carry everything and go and give it to her. And I just got upset and I left the house. I walked out of the house and walked away. So he was calling me. I didn't pick his call till he got to the airport. When he got to the airport, he said, I'm at the airport. I heard you. When he landed back in Turkey, he said, did you even call me to ask if I've landed since this, that. I said, have you landed? Did you not land safe? He said, he did. I said, okay, thank you. Bye-bye. We were going on and on. He
you landed safely.
Sorry, is this, is that. Before he now paid flight for us that we should go to Kenya again for the second time, August 2023. We went to Kenya. We came back to Nigeria. When we go back to Nigeria, he didn't go back to Turkey. We came back. Before the time he booked a flight, I said I checked his phone. I got to find out that he engaged that lady already. Yeah.
Can you imagine, guys? He engaged the Oyibo woman.
I was also planning to marry her. I didn't know about that, but
he engaged the Oyibo woman. This woman found out that her husband engaged the Oyibo woman, and she still allowed him impregnate her for the third time. Like seriously? She found out he engaged the Oyibo woman. And that was when obviously he went ahead to tattoo her name on his chest. The woman too tattooed his name. And he still remained. That won't be me. I'm sorry. But let's keep listening.
From when I checked something, and then she also said she was pregnant. She was pregnant at the point.
She was pregnant at the point
to gain his attention or something. So fast forward to when we traveled and got back to Nigeria. We got home and he was like, he wants to renovate the house. He's tired of the way the house looks. So we broke down the whole house. We renovated the house. We fixed the whole house, and then we came back home after that time when we were done renovating the house. So all of a sudden, I just noticed I started problems with me again. He just started fighting me. There was a day he just called me and said,
obviously that's the issue of us sending the house help away, and the house help is not like, obviously she misbehaved. She said she was leaving and she asked her to drop the mobile phone, and the mobile phone was how she found out that the housemaid was feeding the husband everything about her, and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to skip this part because, like I said, we need to be very, very careful when we're using other people's content. So let's scroll to the section of the custody battle, because yes, at the point he sold the house on top of her head. She didn't realize, but she was able to pack some of her stuff because she had a feeling that was going to happen. So the man sold the house without telling her. It was not until when he has already disappeared with the children that she found out that he sold the house. So let's go on to the custody battle section, okay? And that's like 53 minutes into the video. So guys, pardon me, all right? I'm trying to, so that you guys can understand, what this is about. 53 minutes into the video, so let's keep watching.
Like I saw her with her load going out. So I ran out of the house with my car and I went to look for her before she goes anywhere far. I got up.
She's already
in January when the kids resumed school. First of all, because of this girl's issue, he was telling me to go and return her phone back to her that same day. I was not like, why? Is there anything that you are doing with this girl that you're asking me to return her phone back?
Toby, I don't know if it was for Oyibo, because like this guy travels often. He travels often, like for business and stuff like that. He travels a lot, so I don't think it was for paper. At some point, I was thinking maybe it was for paper or something. Maybe it was for paper, because who want paper? Who want Turkey paper? And he travels to Turkey and stuff like that. So obviously, they're able to secure visa to the US, to the UK. They go on holidays and stuff like that. So maybe it could be for paper. I don't know. But then we know some of our African men, when they follow Oyibo people, it's mainly for paper. So hello, Felicia. Welcome. How are you? Let's keep listening, guys. Please like the live stream as you comment, please. I really appreciate.
So I gave the phone, but he didn't agree. He said you should return the phone because I was being adamant returning the phone to her. So fast forward to when the kids resumed school. On that Monday, he called me in the afternoon and said, I was in tears, like,
so this was when he denied the paternity of the third pregnancy, because she was still pregnant with the third child. That's why I said, you know what, all of this was happening. You had proof that he engaged another woman. You had proof of the side chick following you. You saw evidences of him having another relationship already while he was still married to you, and you still allowed him impregnate you. You see, allowed him to do kedewa with you, like make it make sense. And I know some women, obviously, maybe that was her thinking that, okay, maybe if I decide to have another baby, maybe his behavior or his attitude might change towards me. It will only change temporarily. It will only change temporarily, and then it will come back in full force. Like I don't understand. I don't understand why some women think some women whose relationship are already breaking, or who they know that there's no coming back in this relationship, they'll think that, oh, maybe if I have more babies, it will keep him. It's not going to keep such man. I'm sorry, it will not keep him. It won't. Yeah. So now he told her that he was still in Turkey when he called her saying, "No, by the way, that pregnancy in your tummy, I am not the father." Can you imagine?
When we see in the house, I don't know to travel by. Like, what do you mean by what? He repeated it again. I said, okay, no problem. He dropped the call on me. I was calling him the next day. He didn't pick my call. The third day, they called me from my kids' school that he sent somebody to come and pick the kids from school.
That was when the wall of the children started.
Which of his brothers did he send? He did not tell me that he sent any brother to school. I don't go to woman.
Hello, Abigail.
I don't give my children to anybody. That my husband is not in the country and he's not telling me that anybody's coming to take the and he didn't ask me to take the gift anywhere either. So please, man, don't release my children to anybody except me. And if your dad comes, please let me know that. Let me know.
So that was the first attempt of him trying to take the children out of school without her consent. And yes, obviously the school called her and she told the school, like, no, my husband is not in the country. Please do not release my children to anybody. And I brought the children to school myself. I will collect them myself. So that was when the issue of the custody started. I'm going to fast forward this a little bit more.
That one alone at home, just told him from nowhere. I was even shocked to see him. He just came, he never tell me you were coming. He just went straight upstairs to the room. He went to where the kid's passport were. Picked the kid's passport. He picked some of the documents of that, picked some of his clothes. He was coming down. I went to him and said, where are you going? He was like, I should stay out of his way. I was like, So because I know he's a violent person and I was pregnant, I just stayed out of his way because I don't want to wahala. And now I was looking at him going. He went to give that back to one of his staff. I saw him going. I asked, did you see him take the passports? He took them from the bag where we used to keep them in the bottle. So I asked him, where is he taking the passport to? And he said he's not taking it anywhere. He's not doing anything with it. Can't he take his kid's passport to do something? I said, okay. And he said I should just excuse him.
Abigail said, network is unforgivable in this very important topic. Toby said, you can't totally blame her. I am sure her family would have asked her to be patient. I swear to God, I would not. Not when there's a case of DV from the beginning. From when she first ever got pregnant, there was a case of DV. And at some point in this video, she said that there's like a I don't know what to call it. There's like a pattern in that family that how her husband's father treated their mother-in-law. So it's the same attitude she's noticed that her father-in-law treated her mother-in-law. That is the same thing her husband was doing. So how long did she take her to realize that this is a pattern? That's why I said there were, yes, maybe it was not until the second child she realized that, oh, this is a pattern. I don't think I should stay in here. But she stayed. I will not predefine myself in this situation. You already had, okay, let's say, okay, she was forgiving the AB, she was forgiving the DV, she was forgiving all the different sorts of ABUSE, you know, she was forgiving all of those things. What happens to when she actually saw an evidence that he was actually having an affair? He engaged the woman. There was report or a post she saw that the woman claimed to be pregnant for him, and you still stayed, and you still went ahead and opened your legs to get you to allow you impregnate you for the third time. Come. You be born and bred in Lagos. You are not raised in diaspora. I would say maybe because you are diaspora baby, maybe you are not smart. You are a Niger babe, Yoruba babe. You grew up born and bred in Lagos. I'm sorry, if that was me, if it took me after children to realize that was what was going on, I swear to God, the third child will not happen. And then even by the time before she eventually even got pregnant, she was already emotionally detached from him. She was already emotionally detached from him, because you had all of these things to show that this man is not really like you know, he slightly denied. Was that me in the post that you saw? And she was like, if they wake me up from my sleep, I'll recognize you, my husband. You had all of those evidences. Like I'm saying, some of you might not agree with me, but this is woman to woman talk. Yes, we should not blame her. But then this is a lesson for other women, younger women that are watching me. There are some things we will forgive, maybe when the marriage is young. That's why Abby said that don't take what you will not like. Don't start what you will not finish. Don't start what you will not finish. It took how many children to realize that, oh, this is the kind of man he is, and he still went ahead and have another pregnancy, and that pregnancy now, he now tell you that he's not the father of the baby. And when he was leaving, he decided to take the two children without your consent out of school, because he believed that those other two children were his own children, that the one you are carrying does not belong to him. Like, the audacity. Exactly. She was the only one who was carrying the marriage. The man already checked out. For him to engage another woman, exactly. How do you even do that? You now go do before the real you start. Like, how do you actually put yourself to actually be in that? Like Toby, you're right. I don't even know how some women do it. Me, yeah, that one time I have bad space with my husband, that thing is not going to happen. That kerewa is not going to happen, even if you have a mere argument or maybe a mere misunderstanding, and I'm not agreeing with him, and he's not letting, or we are not agreeing, or more bedroom activities is not going to happen. Yes, they will say that is what women use as a weapon. Yes, it's a woman's weapon. But some women will just casually just allow it. No, God forbid. But let's keep watching. Guys, please like this live stream for me, please.
To have any back and forth with him, and he's violent, so I stayed away from him because he was looking like he was raging when he was there. So he left the house and he zoomed off. Immediately he zoomed off. I called this school and I told them that I just saw my husband come to them and they took the kids' passport. Please, if he's there, don't allow him to take the children away. Let me come first.
It's true, the kids.
He's able to take them away. So when I called the school, I took my car and I tried to step out of the house. On getting to our estate gate, they locked the estate gate on me. I was not like, what's happening? Please, can you open the gate for me? They said no, there's order from above. I said, which kind of order from above? Your estate gate, the one you live in. Yes, Unity Homes, Thomas Estate Gates. That was what they did. The security there, they were like, no, this is an order from above. I cannot go anyway. I came down from the car again. Let me use my leg to walk through the walkway, even if I cannot drive. They blocked me from there again. They said no, there is another from that. They said I should not go out of the estate. I said, are you serious? Am I a criminal?
Can you imagine? Why would they not allow her leave the estate?
My kids food, my husband is fighting them, he's raging, is this, is that, not allowing them.
Please like the live stream for me, guys.
That you calm down, that I was telling them that you will sue them. And I was angry that they honestly, because this thing made me so they do.
Exactly, money. The approach they will show you shake the bansa. Like, exactly, they will take you to the deck, you'll be dry cleaned big time. You know, you were sitting down there, you did not realize anything. He renovated the house we were both living in as a married couple. You know, he renovated. You also being an interior designer yourself, you decorated the interior and he sold the house. Apparently, yeah, she went to seek advice from all these women organizations in Lagos, and they were like, come, that was the house you've been living in since we married and you're legally married. In fact, they advised her at some point that she should go break into the home, into the house, so that she can clear her things. And she was like, when she was even attempting to do that, that passerbys were like, you know what, they don't think that it's advisable for her to break into the room. It was not quite long after then that the man now called her, the husband now called her, that come, that house, so I've already sold it. And I would imagine that somebody must have given the husband information that she attempted to break into that house. Hence why he now called her to let her know that, come, that house, I've already sold it. That he sold that house. I don't know how long it traveled, but he sold that out months. So I think maybe it was March or something that the woman realized all of that was happening. He now phoned her to say, come, I sold that house in November. Oh. So, but luckily enough for her, obviously, as something was telling her that, you know, start moving some of your stuff, like her goods and stuff like that. Because yes, it contributed to her starting some business at some point, even when it's older, to stop doing the fabric business. You still encourage her to start another business. And in fact, she already started a certain business, but because she felt pregnant and all of these things happened, she could not continue with that business and all of that. So she had the incline to start moving some of her stuff, which was what saved her, because if she was not able to, she wouldn't have. And again, I think the house help also contributed into helping this man, because she was like, all of the properties in the house, when she was away for like 3 days, I think when she was not feeling too well and she went to her sister's house, within 24 hours that she was not in the house, the man already cleared everything in the house. The house was empty. The house was empty. Like, that man can buy this woman. He could have buyed her. Women. Yeah. I'm saying my own, oh. I'm saying my own. But keep listening, guys.
I don't need that estate for anything. I just go my own way. Nobody knows me for anything. They started seeing me rage and talk and shout at the estate gate because I was rushing to go and get some.
Abby, which one is you? This one now?
Not before him. At least let me capture him there. He wants to would have been a big thing that I won't be able to go away with it.
No, it doesn't, Toby. It doesn't.
They were calling me back to back from the school that they tried their best to stop him, but they were unable to.
No, I don't believe marriage favors Nigerian men. I was having this conversation with a couple of my colleagues at work a few weeks ago that no, marriage in Nigeria does not favor women. If you like, marry, go and get married in all of the customary court. If you like, have all of it. If you like, if you like, laminate the marriage certificates. When a Nigerian marriage, if a Nigerian woman decides to walk out of a marriage, it does not favor her, except that woman has her own money, except she has her own things. Then she'll be able to say, okay, this thing is mine and I'm taking it. And she has proof of it, you know, when it comes to portfolios. But without that, and you are saying that because you have 20 children for the man, and you now want to drag him to the court, that okay, because you are a legal wife, you will chop cane. Nigerian marriages does not favor Nigerian women. I have to be very, very honest with you, and I'm sure for the three of you will agree with me. It does not. Even if you are the most educated, it does not, because the Nigerian system is just not cut out to favor women when relationship break down. It's only in Africa. Let me talk about Nigeria. It's only in Nigeria that a divorced woman will be placed on the table and be, you know, people will ridicule her. At the end of the day, a marriage is made up by two people, right? So the marriage breaks down and it's only one person the society is frowning at. And that person the society is frowning at is the woman. They will always point at the woman. What did you do to break your marriage? Even when the evidence is glaring that the man maybe was the problem in this marriage, they will still blame the woman. Nobody will ask, or if a woman comes and say, oh, the marriage has broken down, blah, 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 blah. What did you do? We don't believe this story. Let us hear from the man's side. Like, make it make sense. Make it make sense. What is Kasongo marriage, Vivian? Guys, let's keep listening. I'm also almost running out. That I will stop playing this part and they will just do my slideshow and I'll give you guys the chance to call into, to just, share your views.
Talking because it was a fight. That even went to drag the other one from the class and.
Hey, yeah, sorry, Abigail.
Stepped on the staff, one of them with his staff, and he zoomed off. I was like, that you should please look for my children. I was shouting on when I was able to go out of this. Before I got there, he had gone, he had left. So I started calling him, he didn't pick his call. I now called him and asked him, okay, where are you taking my children to? He said, better not escalate this issue and be calm. That I'm going to talk to you.
Oh, well done, Abigail. Well done.
What is the problem? Why are you taking my kids without my consent? You just lied to me now that you're not going to the kids' school and then you went to their school and you took them away. What is the point of this thing that you're trying to do? So when he didn't talk to me anymore, I went to the police station. My elder sister was not like, I should not go to the police station yet, that I should calm down and I should hold on that she might pay family issue. I can tell you, I was like, okay.
It's always this talk of.
I kept on calling him. At this point, he didn't pick my call again. That is so. The next day, I called him down.
You guys heard that there. It's always this talk of family. Is if you don't go to the police station, it's a family issue. Because in the Yoruba adage, as a family, Yoruba adage always say that you can't be a family, go to court, and you come back and you expect us to remain family. Let that family scatter. Because what led us to the issue that we can't resolve And if the resolution is not coming, we have to take it to a place that will be able to get resolution. And if it means going to court, police, and let it be so. At least people's lives and properties will be preserved, right? And if it means that we don't talk to one another anymore, yes, we don't talk to each other anymore. Let us be family from a distance. Both of us, we have peace. Nobody fight. Abby, I'd rather we are family from a distance than people crying, and at the end of the day, not saying, had I known. You don't want that. You don't want that. And that's why at times you see some people that when they get married like this, no external party, no, they don't allow any family member, any external family, they don't allow it into their midst in their marriage. There's a couple that I know. They will tell the husband will tell you that, come, no, none of my family members are involved in my marriage, and none of my wife's family members are involved in her marriage. If our people are bringing issues, he has made it clear. You solve your issues with your family. Don't bring it. Like, I don't want to know. And also, if the man's family are bringing issues, if the man already know totally, don't bring it to the wife or don't bring it to his home. Go and sort it wherever you want to go and sort it with them. It's like any of the family issues, they keep it out of what they call their marriage. They keep it out of what they call their marriage. If you, the woman, your family are giving you like, go and sort your issues with them. Don't bring it into your marriage. If the man is having issues with family, you go and sort with them. Don't bring it into your marriage. I don't blame some couples who do that. I don't blame some couples who do that.
Can I at least talk to my children? Since yesterday, taking this children and you refuse to even let me talk to them. So the kids spoke to me and they were like, Mommy, when are you coming? Mommy, we are waiting for you. When are you coming? I said, I'm coming, okay? I'm coming. You know that daddy is the one that took you away. As I wanted to talk, like, just drag the phone away from the kids. He said, you better watch what you say to them. And that was the end. Since January 11th till date, I've not seen my children. He has not allowed me access to them.
So it took the children.
January 11th.
It took the children on the 11th of January 2023 until now, till right now, she has not set eyes on them. She has not set eyes on them. At some point, I think I'm going to stop playing the video from here. At some point, she, like she said, she went to, she was able to get legal advice, and places where she's been to, she was told that, they actually give her legal representatives and all of that. And at some point, it was as if, everywhere she goes, she got a lawyer. And the lawyer was like, obviously, as a male lawyer, the lawyer was actually not working in her favor. The lawyer was actually working in the husband's favor. And I'm like, come, is this lawyer mad? How can the women's clinical organization, I don't know the name of it now, advise you or introduce a client to you that, okay, step up and do this woman's case, and all the actions you are making so far are like, it is what you say. No, so whatever you are doing must be in favor of the woman whom you are supporting, not for the man. It's like, it doesn't make sense. So even as a woman in Nigeria, you are seeking law or you are seeking police effort or lawyer effort, if you are not smart and you are following them diligently, at the end of the day, they'll be working for that husband you are trying to show Pepe. Even if you're not showing them Pepe, they'll be working for that man. They will be working for the person that they are supposed to be working for. Like, no, you are meant to be working with her to help her get her children back. But no, you are not saying that if I'm the way I do my own case, so if I want to help people, it's the way I do things. You're practically saying that she has to agree by what you do when what you're doing is not actually favoring her. It's crazy. Sefino said, for crying out loud, why would a man marry a woman? That is someone's daughter. They are not exactly to commit to a love. And Vivian said they were obviously having problems and liars hate being exposed. So he got angry and so they are running up with the case to exactly. Everything is culture in Nigeria. Culture, that culture. Exactly. So there's a part of that video actually that I still want us to listen to. I think it was how obviously she was able to. I don't want to play that video anymore because of what is happening on YouTube right now. So, she was able to secure advice from all of the various organizations in Nigeria helping her. At some point, the lawyer was advising her to divorce the man, and she was like, come, divorce is not the issue here. The man already made it clear that he doesn't want the marriage anymore, but she just wants her children. So at some point, she was able to carry out all of her own, research. She found out that her husband was actually in Rwanda. So from there, she was carrying out research on, schools in Rwanda that are closed. I don't even know how she was able to carry out that research, but she was able to find out the school that the kids were attending in Rwanda. And from the school, she found out, and when she was going through the website of the school, she found a picture of her children, one of her kids. Obviously, all the schools, they will post pictures of school activities. And when she was able to find the picture, she recognized the picture of one of her children. And she was like, when she saw one of those kids, that the boy's eyes was bulging, which shows that they were not properly kept. This is the kind of man that travels everywhere. Who is he actually leaving those children with? And now that he has now left that woman that he was chasing, he's now following another woman. So who is actually looking after those children? He said when he saw the picture of that child of ours, she knew these children were not being kept for. They were not being looked after. So she contacted the school in Rwanda saying, well, I'm their mother. Can I please speak to my children? They were like, well, you're not the one who brought these children to this school. You're not the one who enrolled these children. We would not, I can't do that. So at some point she persisted. Maybe she was able to show them evidence that, no, I'm the mother. This is what is going on. And then the person she was communicating with at that school in Rwanda said, okay, the day that person decided to do her a favor to maybe go to the school so she could do a video call, her husband has gone to move those children out of that school. Yes. So the bottom line now is that the kids are still, it says that the last time she did all of her research, that they are still in Rwanda. So she's calling on everybody to help her spread this news out there. Because the man could easily move those chicks away from Rwanda again. Who knows where else he could take them to? So, as at the time when I watched that interview, this interview was, I think, done about a week ago. It said that he was still in Rwanda. So Biola was calling on, the diaspora. I think she was calling on Abike Dabiri. They are calling on the American embassy because the first child is an American citizen. So they are calling on her, they should try and maybe if there's a way they could reach out to the Rwandan police or the Rwandan immigration to ensure that it does not leave that country with those children. There must be somebody that is giving him all the information that he was even able. Maybe the children went home, or maybe the children were being told at some point that your mom is looking for you, blah 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 blah. Maybe they now went home to go speak. At some point he also reached out to us to say that, come, these are my children. Allow me, give me the chance to look after my children. Like, duh. Your cucumber cannot make children alone. It takes two to make babies. Because if you are wandering about with a gallon of your semen cannot make babies on its own. It has to go into a woman's womb. So it's just the way these children belong to you, the man, is exactly the same way these children belong to the woman as well. So it's just not right that you now said that these are my children, and allow me care for my children. They also equally belongs to her. So apparently, where she's been, all the advice they've been seeking, they've been trying, but so far, I'm hoping that she'll be able to get the help. I've seen how Biola has been able to, remember the story of that Nigerian actress whose daughter was allegedly missing or something. They were, within a matter of days, they were able to figure out where she was and they got her back to Nigeria. I'm hoping the same for this lady, because I heard, well, like I said, that video of her when she was crying, her tears haunted me. I cannot. It's been almost 2 years. She's not seen her children or even talked to them. And a certain man thinks that. So obviously the third pregnancy she had, she was saying that third baby just turned 1 or something. So she's left with, looking after the last one. So he believes that his other children are his. And yes, Biola asked this man a very, very, strict question that, did you cheated or not? She said, I never did anything of such. I did not do anything. I can't think of anything that I have done that made him decide that maybe I cheated or anything like that. And that she was open for DNA. That the man just needs to bring our children back. Yeah, Felicia, she already dropped. Long time, Felicia. How are you, my beautiful sister? How are you? It's been a while. How have you been? She already dropped the lawyer. She already dropped him. So now she's clamoring for everybody. And so I was like, no, I'm going to use my platform as well. And the annoying thing enough is that, why are they begging the man? They are begging him. Even Biola was begging. I'm like, come, why are they freaking begging this man? Why are they freaking begging him? Begging him for what? Both of you made the children together. I think I've spoken too much. Let me drop the link in the comment section so you guys can drop your thoughts and opinion and maybe ways you think where Gen Z residents can learn from this story, okay? So I've dropped the link in the comment section. If you guys want to come, we'll take a couple of calls and then we'll move on from there. They are begging the man that we are not judging you. He is being judged. He is being judged. Because like I said, your gallon of semen cannot solely make a baby. That semen had to go into a woman's womb or something for a baby to come. So both children belong to you. And yes, he has to do what he did because obviously, yes, he's probably the one who has the money. He's the one funding all the trips. He was able to move the children out easily. It's just not fair. It's just not fair. And I think laws need to change, especially when it comes to, because if that was her, she would not have been able to move those children out of Nigeria. She would not have been able to take those children out of Nigeria, regardless that even though she had all of the travel documents. But because it's a man, it was able to take those children out. And she was like, you know what, my children are not well kept. They're not well looked after. I saw my son and I could tell he's not looking great. He's not looking good. He looked pale. Our tears in my ears were echoing, and I was like, oh my God, something has to be done. And yes, I'm hoping that they move quickly, because with the way things are, now that he's moved those children out from that school now, we don't know where else he's moved them to. Maybe he has actually maybe it's down left Rwanda now. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. But I'm hoping that I'm hoping that as long as the immigration are able to find his travel documentation, they're able to find a copy of his travel documentation, they will find him. My prayer, I'm just hoping that it won't hurt those children to, to take out vengeance on the woman. That's my only prayer, that I pray it does not hurt those children. I pray it does not hurt those children. And I think also maybe the woman has been too quiet for too long. Yes, she's been trying, and I know justice system in Nigeria is shite at the moment. But I'm wishing her all the best. I'm wishing her all the very best. I don't know what I've got written in this. My obviously Moreni Keji's request, she's seeking intervention from various organizations, including the American embassy, because her oldest son is an American citizen. She's seeking help from the Rwandan embassy. I'm hoping that they'll be able to email the Rwandan embassy and ask that, come, this guy should not be allowed to leave Rwanda. She's calling out on UNICEF, Nigerian Bar Association, Lagos State Domestic Violence Agency. So the Lagos State Domestic Violence Agency has been helping her. They were the ones who actually put her across to a lawyer, giving her advice and all of that. She wants help in locating her children and ensuring their safety and well-being. She emphasizes that she's not seeking reconciliation with her husband. She only wants the return of her children. See, if she says she was seeking reconciliation, I will swear for her. I will actually swear for her. If she says that she's seeking reconciliation, I'll be one of the people that will be cursing her out. Exactly, at this point, the man is a kidnapper. He kidnapped those children. Abi, his children, as if the children flew from his cucumber. As if they opened his cucumber to take those children out. It's crazy, guys. This is the link. If you want to jump in, we'll take a couple of calls. Amoni said, Biola, I am hoping Biola, because I saw how she was able to, act swiftly in the case of that Nigerian actress, and they were able to locate her daughter and bring her and help her get back to Nigeria. So I'm clamoring, I'm hoping and praying to God that this works out. Abby said, that's what I dislike about child custody. It's good to know, sis. It's good to know, and it's good to see you here again. Abby said, why won't custody if you could even look? Exactly. She was like, she was able to recognize the picture of her children from that picture on the school's website, and they their eyes were bulging, like they were unkept. I think somebody that travels a lot for work, that every time he travels, who is he leaving those children with? I don't even know if that school was a boarding school or not. He's an Ayilolo man, exactly. I don't know if that school was a boarding school or not. I would have imagined that maybe he placed them in the boarding school, but she was like, no, those children look unkept. That even when he travels, who is he leaving these children with? That it's crazy. It's crazy. A man that cannot even look after himself, a man that is mother, and yes, his mother, his family are not helping. They are not helping. I would the way I'm cut out, especially if his families are not in Nigeria. If they are in Nigeria, let me not talk. Because the madness of a mother, you just have to portray the madness of a mother. That mother-in-law, the sister-in-law, all of them, they will collect. May God come through for her. Amen. Oh, amen. It's unfortunate, Abby. Exactly. It's absolutely unfortunate. Yes, she doesn't want reconciliation. Obviously, I wrote down a few of my takes. She emphasizes that the show is not about judging. That's Biola. So Biola said this is not about judging or blaming individuals, but about ensuring the well-being of the children. Yes, the well-being of the children is very, very important, but I don't think this man cares about the well-being of the children. Because it's like, after all, what do you mean you want the children? I'm the one who's bankrolling them and the one who's paying for the fees. Why do you want to let us speak to the children? Let there even be a sign of life for both of them. Assure her that those children are well and alive. Send her pictures. So he is able to communicate with her, but she can't communicate with him. And at some point, I think the lawyer was advising that maybe she should go to Rwanda. Rwanda, who is going to foot the bill? She was not the one who took the kids to Rwanda. And yes, she's looking after the third baby. And I think I found a page. I don't know if that's a page. She's starting to sell, children outfits, baby clothes and stuff like that. That's the small business she's doing now. I don't know if I saved that Instagram handle. I don't know, but yeah, I'm sure I found it at some point. Not a lot of posts on it anyway, but I was able to search her name, and then that I saw a couple of posts from her, advertising baby wears and stuff like that. So she's on her own, looking after the one child that you abandoned for her. I swear to God, if that man. Let me not talk. Anyway, she pleads with Morenikeji's husband to allow her to see her children and encouragement. This is not a matter of mediation now. It's a matter of bringing the kids back. Because at the end of the day, the life of those children, it did not only make those children, they both made those children. Adeola also, Bisola also calls on viewers and various organizations to provide assistance and to support Morenikeji in her fight to regain custody of her children. So my thoughts and yours, guys, like I said, the link is in the comment section if you want to jump into the studio. Morenikeji, so these are some of the thoughts that I noted down while I was watching it, okay? Morenikeji noticed a pattern about her husband's family, especially the life his father lived with his mother. Why did she agree to marry him? Because I want to believe that he was already portraying the kind of lifestyle her husband's father lived with his mother-in-law or with her mother-in-law. She still chose to follow the man. Obviously, housemaid issues. I don't understand why all these Gen Z women, why they are so dependent on housemaid. When my mother was raising 5 of us, she never had an housemaid. My mother raised 5 of us. And me that I'm in this diaspora, me and my husband, we both raised 5 of our children alone with no help. So women, you can actually look after your children without any help. Yes, I understand you outsource everything now. You can outsource everything in Nigeria now. I understand. But I've seen stories of chaos housemaid are causing other people's children. I've seen videos of housemaid I know, housemaid that you don't trust to the extent that you are putting CCTV camera in your house to monitor how the housemaid is looking after your children. If it has actually got to that extent, why are you freaking having housemaid anyway? Why are you freaking having an housemaid anyway? And I wrote here, yes, why are women of nowadays so dependent on house help? She found out that her maid has been giving out information about her to her husband. All communication was in Hausa, so she had to ask somebody to translate it for her. Who knows? Maybe of all the information that this housemaid has been passing to the husband went not through. But then because he's a man, he's a baby boy, he's a mommy's boy who has no mind of his own, who has no thinking mind of his own, who has no thinking brain of his own. He will jump at everything his mom tells him. He will jump at everything that does not go well, that his wife has done with his mother. He will jump at it and then misbehave. I pray so, PJ. I pray so. And I'm open. I know for the fact that Biola, listened to her and brought her on. I'm hoping that she will get all the help because the well-being of those children are the most important thing. And I also wrote here, why do mother-in-laws interfere in their son's marriage? The mother-in-laws, go and sit down in your husband's house. If you don't have an husband, sit down in your house and mind your business. Allow your daughter-in-law to drink water and drop cup. Sit in your house, allow them drop cup and enjoy their marriage. Visit them, okay? Visit them. They're not asking you not to visit, but allow them live their life. Stop interfering into their life. Allow your son to be a man for once. He's grown enough to be able to marry a woman. Allow him head his home. Allow him head his family. Stop interfering. Stop playing the clown. Don't turn your sons to a clown whereby you are the one who's pulling them as if you are in a freaking show. Sit in your husband's house and allow your daughter-in-laws enjoy their marriage with their husbands. Yes, and the third pregnancy, the husband denied paternity of the third pregnancy. I don't even know if the baby is a boy or a girl. So she's had that baby and she said the baby recently turned 1. Mother-in-laws, sit down in your house with your husband. And I also wrote here, why have more babies with a man you were clearly emotionally detached from? Having more babies will not make him change how he feels about you if he's already signed out or signed off from you. He already engaged another woman. He tattooed the name of the woman on his chest. The woman's name and the woman's father's name on his chest. And allegedly, the Oyinbo woman got pregnant for him. Maybe that was just a lie, but according to her, the Oyinbo woman got pregnant. And he has since moved on from that Oyinbo woman. He has started dating somebody else. Who knows how many more people or how many more women those children are being exposed to? What are those children being put through? And they are boys. What are they being put through? Also, sister-in-laws, stay in your parents' house if you are not married. Allow your brother or sister to enjoy their marriage. In my own marriage, I had a little bit of interferences from my sister-in-laws. I changed it for them quick. I changed it for them. I have about, how many? 1, 2, 3. I think I have about 5 sister-in-laws. They are way older because my husband is the last child of the family. There's actually 2 in particular that were trying to make my marriage a nightmare. I changed it correct for them. Because it was glaring from the start, even before my husband even married me, it was glaring that they did not like me. And I was like, me as an Ijebu Lagos girl, I was like, come, this is the first time I'm meeting these people. Why are you acting this way towards me? I was just observing all of those things. And then that was why I often said that, come, when you go to meet when your husband to be takes you to his family for the first time, yes, as long as you are kneeling down, you are begging, be using your side eye, your inner eye, to be observing everybody there who are your in-laws. You will be able to know which one already started developing bad belly for you. And also, what will make you decide if you want to marry that man is how your man puts you or place you. In my own case, my husband was the wall between me and my sister-in-laws. It's like you for you to get through to my wife, you need to come through me. That was the only thing that convinced me to marry my husband. Assuming he allowed my sister-in-laws access to me, like he's stepping away and he's allowing them access to me directly. I will have packed my shoes and waka run. Because yes, I was faulted. Ijebu, why does he want to marry an Ijebu girl? As if Ijebu girl no be better picking. As if Ijebu girls are not to be married. And yes, my husband is a Yoruba man. So we speak the same dialect. Ijebu girls, they are this, they are that. So how the man actually places you or towards his families will determine if you actually go ahead and marry him. Mine was the wall between me and my sister-in-laws. And yes, like I said, I had 5 of them, but 2 were actually persistent. And those 2, in fact, one of them, I lived in Scotland with one of them before she was deported. And yes, she got back home to Nigeria. She said that was the reason why she was deported. I was like, she's on Colos. I was like, she's on Colos. You know, she wanted to turn me, even here in diaspora when we were living in Scotland, she wanted to turn me to a housemaid. I will cook food, finish. You will carry your own baby. Yes, our babies were like maybe a month apart. I think my son, not even a month, 2 weeks or a week apart. I think our son is a week ahead of my son. So our sons share the same birth month. So we were both pregnant and we had our baby like a week apart. So she came visiting. Me that I've just had a baby, I would take the time to cook. She will be cradling her baby. I'll be in the kitchen cooking. My son, like, you know, obviously because I had multiple babies. I'm not the kind of mother that, you know, you are always holding your child. You know, there's this Yoruba saying that, come, if you don't put your baby down once in a while, don't always hold them, okay? So that they are not used to you holding them all the time, because it will be better for you, especially if you're a career woman. After 9 months, it will be easier for you to drop them at crochet and stuff like that. So because they are not really true, you know, I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say. So I will cook. And then she will expect me to come and serve her. And I'm like, are you serious? Once I finish cooking, I'll say, Auntie, I finished cooking, oh, please go help yourself. She will sit down. She will expect me to come and serve her food. Expect me to bring her water to wash her hands. And I'm like, is this sister okay at all? At first, I was doing it as a sign of respect. And when I realized her attitude, her behavior towards my children, especially when I'm in the kitchen trying to cook and stuff during that time, I was like, no, I'm not doing this anymore. The way you are cradling your baby is the way me too I want to cradle my baby. So I have finished cooking. If you are hungry, go into the kitchen and serve yourself. Go into the kitchen and serve yourself. And then that was where the wahala started. She wanted to turn me to house help. I'm like, no. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Till tomorrow, we still don't talk. We don't talk. I don't hate her. But I just felt, no, I want my peace. And my husband, you know, I'm like, no, I just want my peace. I'm not doing it. And the other one too. You could just tell that the natural hatred. And tomorrow, I don't regret I'm not talking to them. My children know who their aunties are. I'm not talking to them. I pray she get help soon here. and go and marry your own. Exactly, go and marry your own husband. Your husband is married. As a sister, allow your husband enjoy her marriage. Don't go and be following her up and down. I was watching a video recently where the woman was like, the mother-in-law came. You chase your brother-in-law away. You chase clinical. Now that I am not in your house now. Oh yeah, chase me out. That your brother-in-law that you chase out, he's on his way. How can you go to your child's house and you don't inform them that you are coming? It's courtesy. What if you arrive and they are not at home? You are now sitting down outside. That's when you start having issues. They locked me out, but do they know you were coming? Do your daughter-in-law or your son know that you are coming? What if they are not at home? And then you go to their house, you don't meet them for house, you are sitting down outside in the sun. And then that's why they start another shenanigan. She did not allow me, but was she aware you were coming? This is said, very good, well for changing. They desire families should learn to mind their business. Yeah, so it stood in place for me. You were like, no, you have to come through me to get through to my wife. And it's still the same till tomorrow. It's still the same till tomorrow. And for me, I don't have any regrets because, like, I don't hate you. I've never met you before. I collect your boyfriend. Why the hate? You know? And there was a time one of my brother-in-law, my brother-in-law visited as well. I cooked and I prepared the dining table. So he was already saying, "We're like, Yanifemi, can you give me water to wash my hand?" I was like, you better go to the kitchen and wash your hand if you want to eat. I was like, okay. I was not even expecting my husband to tell his brother that. I've already set the table. Yeah, in Scotland though, he came visit us years ago. I think it was in 2010 when I had my second son. I've already cooked. I've set the table, and then obviously it was swallowed. And just as I was about to go dish myself food, he called me. He used one of my daughter's name to call me. My name my husband said, you better get up and go and wash your hand in the kitchen and go and, if you know you want to eat, get up, go and wash your hand in the kitchen. I was like, okay. Do you know that matter got to my family, my in-laws back in Nigeria? They discussed it too, but me, since I was not there, so there's nobody to explain, to do any shalaye to. But then they called my husband like, the phone left for Jay. She has given you vegetable soup to eat. Guys, this is your husband is a good man. As they are introducing you as a new wife, even as they never marry you, be observant. Be observant. Keep your home training, but be watching. After that visit, sit down and reassess what you observed while you were there. And like I said, it is how the man places you that will determine if you actually go ahead to marry him or not. Exactly, Clingy. Yeah. Hello, Hoji, how are you? This is true. They said that I have given him a 40 roll to chop. And my husband said, who else should give me a 4 to chop if not my wife? That who else should give me vegetables to eat if not my wife? That was what my husband replied. That he said she has given me a 4 to chop. She has given me vegetables to chop. Who should give me vegetables to chop if not my husband, if not my wife? They tried, but my husband never. He never allowed them cut through that wall. He never allowed them cut through that wall. Hence why at times when I'm giving my husband when we are as women now, like I said, there's no marriage that is perfect. At times when we have our misunderstandings, at times I'm like, when I think of the times that he's actually stepped in for me, I kind of like mellow down a little bit. Like I said, with the first 7 years of my marriage, I was the quiet wife. My eyes, Abby, you are laughing. I see Shaggy. I saw Shaggy. Not as maybe it was bad towards me, no. But obviously, because I was young. I met my husband when I was 17. I got married when I was short. I was less than 20 years old when I got married. What do I know about in-laws? What do I know about marriage? So anything happening around me, I was taking it. That's why I say, if you put water in my mouth, put that water in my mouth for 20 hours when I just got married. If you come back in 38 hours, the water will still be in my mouth. But in the last 18 years, I've been married for close to 20 years now. In fact, more than 20 years. I've been married for 21 years by October. But in the last 10 years or more, I've grown. I'm 42. I have learned. I have learned. I'll respect you if you respect me. But if you don't respect me, or more, you will not get respect from you. Ah, and it's not maybe I'm going to be rude. I'll just keep you at bay. I'll keep you at a distance. I'll rather do distance than exchange words and be rude. That's just how I'm cut out when it comes to dealing with in-laws. You know. Yeah, so they said that she has given you vegetable. Ah, the full left for jail. She has given him vegetable. Oh. Abby, you are laughing. It's true. If I me remembering those times now, women they see for marriage. Toby said, why do some Nigerian in-laws come abroad and use your house like hotel? They really come abroad to relax. Omo. I mean, obviously, with him asking for that would have been his second night because I think he stayed with us. He was on a visiting visa, and I think he stayed with us for like a month, and then he went on to do other things in London. And I think maybe that was the second or third day with us. And you were like, they. For me, give me shower. My husband said, better go to the kitchen and wash your hand. He generally stood up and go and wash it. When they finished eating, my husband did not have to tell him to go. He finished eating. He said, thank you for the food. He went straight. I think in a way that kind of like changes perspective about me, but I don't give a F. I don't care. I do not care. I do not care. Because at the end of the day, being your brother, tell him, make him go have an issue with the brother. Now, waiting be my own. I've cooked. This is said, you are just lucky to have it. I am. A lot of men will belittle their wives in the hands of their families. Mine never did. Even till tomorrow, it never did. It never did. And yes, I am strong-headed. As I'm Ojebu, you should know. And it's not maybe I'm being proud about it. It's just that's just me. Okay. And there are times where I've been like, okay, I messed up, and I will just put my head down. But when I felt like obviously the relationship I have with my in-laws today was as a result of what I observed from when I first met them to incidents that happened after I had my first daughter, because I had my first daughter in Nigeria and my husband was in the abroad. So it was absent for like a year after. No, so my husband left Nigeria 2 months before I was due to give birth to my first child in Nigeria, and he did not return until when she was almost 10 months old. So that's like almost a year. Now me know waiting my eyes see during those period. Yeah. So obviously I think that kind of like obviously in a way shaped how it was going to protect me, you know. So yeah. Exactly, it'll not be my own, and that's their problem. Daisy said it must have been very embarrassed. Kudos to your husband for setting his brother. He didn't speak to me about it too. My brother-in-law did not speak to me about it, but I knew it changed because I realized that obviously, even while my baby was still quite young then, I was into a lot of entrepreneurship stuff. I would have small business. I was doing translation business that even while I was on maternity leave, because I remember then I just had my second son then. And that my second son is child number 4. And I still, even while I was on maternity leave, I was still doing all side hustles, interpreting, cooking for people. I was doing cook at home where people order jollof fries. I will order and I will go and deliver. Where people will order omiobe, I will cook soup and go and deliver. So I was still doing all of those even while I was so. But my brother was just like, you know what, like no. Abby said, in Nigeria, the president can deploy military against civilians, but it's not a simple unilateral decision. Absolutely. Anyway, guys, like I said, sister-in-laws, stay in your parents' house and allow your brother or sister to enjoy their marriage. Because your brother is now married does not mean that you now want to go and start living with them. Live your own life. Because what would you do with your life if you don't have a brother? What if you're an only child? Or if your family or your brother was living far away, would you go with them as well? Like, no, me, I don't condone in-laws living with couples. I don't condone it. See if the house is big and maybe they're like different quarters, I don't mind. But I'm not really for in-laws living with their sibling, with their married sibling. I'm not for that at all. And I also wrote there that a man who raises his hands on you once without remorse will turn you to his forever punching bag. He will forever punch you. He will forever turn you to a punching bag. So don't stand up for it. And just like Abby said in the beginning, don't start what you cannot finish. See if he does it once and you keep quiet, it's going to continue. But if it does it once and you keep your feet down, put your hands on me again. Put your hands on me again, and you regret the day you are born. Trust me, that man, he will not try it again. He will not try it again. With that being said, if it happens again, I will not stay. And that's the advice I'm going to give you as well. Do not stay. Because a leopard doesn't change its skin overnight. And yes, Morenike said there was a trait, there was signs of is how his father treated his mother. So it's more like a generational curse, or like a pattern in their family. You saw that pattern and you still went ahead. Yes, love was shacking her. Love was shacking her. Guys, I'm random. I've dropped the link in the comment section. None of you have entered the house, but that's fine. Love was shacking her. Vivian said she knows where they are, so why leave them there? The law doesn't protect Nigerian women and kids, so men torture women with their kids. They should try. Exactly. And I always say it on this channel that, you know what, me, even when a woman decides to have a children, I'm not advocating for women to deprive the father of not seeing their children. Allow the men see their children. Real relationships will break down for so many reasons, but in a relationship where there are children, there's no need for you to deprive the man from seeing his children. And as he's seeing his children, let him be contributing for the upbringing of those children. If the children are known to go for trips twice a year, if the relationship breaks down, that trip should not stop. If he's the one who is funding that trip, allow him be a part of their life and let him still be contributing to those trips, because these are some of the things in diaspora when divorce happens. That's why in the US, Nigerian men are like, they are taking all the American men money, all the Nigerian men in America. Why are men asked to pay social child support? Why are men asked to pay social child support? Because they will have to look at the lifestyle the children were living while both you and the mother were together. So the court will not want to deprive those children of living such life or the luxury they used to have because the marriage broke down. No, they will take into consideration the kind of life those children were living. So, and they will look at who is the higher income earner. And that's how they judge it. Nigeria, they don't freaking do that. They don't do that. And as a woman, I will not advocate that you should keep the children. No. If the man is willing to be a part of the children's life, allow him. And while you allow him, let him still be contributing to the school fees. Let him still be contributing to all ramifications of the children's upbringing. Because at the end of the day, if you single-handedly decide to bring up these children, they will go find their father. Whether they hear good news or bad news about their father, they will go find him. And you will now chop cane that they will now decide to treat their father better than you, the mother that suffered over them for years. In most cases, that's how it often turns out to be. Or at the end of the day, those children grow up, they are stinking rich. You're not going to be the one to tell them that, oh, by the way, don't buy that car for your father. Buy this Toyota. Don't buy that Jeep. Buy this Toyota. Because the kids will like, excuse me, mama, you all right? Because you'll not be able to decide how they should care for their father. So at the end of the day, you've single-handedly raised them. You can't tell them not to take care of the father. Same thing also goes to the man. There's no point trying to use the children to punish the woman, because at the end of the day, if that woman was not present in your life, you wouldn't even have those children in the first place. You wouldn't even have those children in the first place. If no woman was present to use where her egg copulate with your spermatozoa, you wouldn't even have those children in the first place. So why? And yes, Nigerian men often use taking the children away from their mother as a revenge to punish the woman. Why? 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 And this man now, you might think that you are punishing the woman by taking it. Yes, you can see her, she's crying, she's distraught, she's not herself. You'll be surprised that I'm hoping that these children will be brought back to her soon. I want to hope that these children will be brought back to her soon. But if it doesn't, you will be surprised that these children will grow older. They will see the video that their mother has made asking for them. They will see this Biola's video, and they will so hate you that you put finger in your mouth and tears will refuse to come. And also, I'm rounding up, guys, as a woman, please have a source of income. And please have communications, terms and conditions. In your terms and conditions, sit down with the man before you say I do. Some women are career orientated. They want to have a career. And there's nothing bad in it as long as it does not affect your home, does not affect your family and stuff like that. If the man is down telling you that, when we get married though, this is your job, you're going to stop it. Or more woman, pack your bag and let him go. I will pay you the salary they're paying you. It's a lie. He will pay you the salary for 2 months. Afterwards, he will say, why should I be paying you anyway? They will now turn into bass boss. And that way, the control will start. The control will start, and you will regret it. You will regret leaving your job for your life, for the rest of your life. Hold on to your source of living. Hold on to that job. I don't care if the job is paying you 2 naira per month. As long as that is what you want. If the man is telling you that after marriage, I want you to drop your job, it's not happening. I'm sorry. It's not happening, because that is how they cut that financial aspect. And as a woman, if your financial aspect is cut off already, you'll be forced to stay in that marriage. Either it pleases you or it doesn't pleases you. Either you are suffering, whatever, you'll be forced to stay, because yes, most women who are into DV marriage, who are in a DV marriage, or who are facing bad bills, the reason why they are not able to live is because they don't have financial circumstances, they don't have financial stability, they don't have the money to perfect their living. You don't want to find yourself in such a situation. Anyway, guys, this is the end of this live stream today. I hope we've all learned a lot of lesson in this video. Like I said, if any of you want to watch the video in all of its entirety, go for. I already dropped the link to. I already dropped the channel name. I think I dropped the channel name Biola. Let me find it. It's Biola Adebayo Entertainment. If you type Biola Adebayo Entertainment on YouTube, you'll find the video there. Okay, you can go watch it so you can understand better. You know, I know I've not been able to play all the videos because of the changes happening on YouTube, but go find it there, and let's remember her in our prayers. Okay. Toby says, so a father can take children out of Nigeria without consent of their mother. It's not legal. It's not legal. So that on its own is a crime. And I guess it was able to do that because obviously he went to Rwanda. If that was in the UK, I'm sure it would have been maybe in a way, maybe they might have been able to stop him. But I doubt it, because men have the upper power. But if it was a woman, the woman would have not been able to do that. The woman wouldn't have been able to do that. But hey ho, more reason why you should have money. You should be financially stable. Okay? You should be financially stable. And yes, obviously, maybe she has it thought that this man might do this, but she was giving the man the benefit of the doubt. Maybe she was just giving the man the benefit of the doubt. But you know, a lot of things happens. Maybe we are not there, but from going from our story, it was sad. It was sad, actually. You know, obviously, she's the kind of person she is. She's the kind of person who doesn't share her story. And so because he knows that she's not the kind of person who talk or share everything about her life with anybody outside of the marriage, it was very, very easy for him to do what he did. Because if she's the kind of person that, you can't bills come, I give you. Or if she's the kind of person that reports him to everybody, maybe the other outsider will have advised her that, woman, open your eyes, so this man might do this, So, and she said it herself that, I know I'm not the kind of person who speak to people about my issues. So I felt he knew that was my weakness, and then he took advantage of it. And yes, he did. Anyway, guys, let me round up this section from here. We do our night prayers at 9 o'clock, so I've got another 5 minutes to join the night prayers. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Like I said, as a woman, I hope you have learned a lot of lessons from this video, from this live stream, and all the things we've spoken about. I'm praying that Morenikeji's children are brought back to her safely, and that may God continue to be with her. And yes, all of the organizations she has reached out to, I'm hoping they're able to reach out to her to help her, and I'm sure she will get the help. I'm sure that she will get the help. And as a woman, if you've watched this, please, there are lessons in these videos I want you to take away. With that being said, thank you so much to each and every one of you who have been here. If you watched it now and you've not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Don't forget to like, drop a comment in the comment section, subscribe if you've not yet done so, turn on your post notification, share this video. Do not hesitate to join my membership, subscribe, and if you're watching this video back, Antinatu is just coming. Since I'm just heading out, and if you're watching this video back again, please leave your thoughts and opinion as always, and I shall see you guys later. All right. I don't know if I have any other live stream. I don't think I have any other live stream actually, but I'm going to be dropping videos. I've been dropping a lot of videos back to back. So I'm just using that. So when I don't have live stream, I'll drop those videos. And yes, thank you so much, guys. And I will see you all later. Okay. Since Anata said the man did not try at all, Sha, but don't leave your job. Exactly. Don't leave your job for marriage. You see, you are hearing, no, me only me talk. It's just common sense. Don't leave your job for marriage. Exactly. Don't leave your job for marriage. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. And I shall see you again in a sit down video. So guys, I'm trying to understand the analytics on my channel. At times I drop videos at 10 o'clock and then the video will go prim. At times I drop the video at 10 o'clock, maybe only 100 people watch it, and then I drop the video at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, lots of people watch. So I might be dropping videos at every other times, so please bear with me till I understand the algorithm more. All right, thank you, bye, and I wish you guys an amazing new week and have an awesome Monday or awesome week. All right, bye everybody.